Follow the road over the bridge, you go into another place called Savile Town. We've got a town in his own town, and it's all Asian, not one white person.
I tell you, you'll find the nicest people in Savile Town.
You could live anywhere. Where would you live?
Here.
Here?
Here. I wouldn't change it.
I know nobody that's non-Muslim who lives in Dewsbury who doesn't want to leave.
Dewsbury, England is one of the only places in the UK where Muslims are the largest group.
The only ones who stuck together in this town is the Asian community.
I mean, I'm not a racist by any means, but they have their own little, this shop here, that's one nationality, and it does put a lot of your English off.
Obviously, it's a very diverse community. Do you think people intermix well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I have a lot of friends that are different races.
Not that many white people around here.
How do people feel about that?
Like I'm used to it. I've grown up around here.
It used to be one of the busiest towns. Everything's gone.
Dewsbury is ground zero for what many conservative Britons would call the decline of England. The factories have closed, English culture has declined, and drug use is rising.
All over central Dewsbury, this used to all be small businesses. And now, everything is gone.
So describe Dewsbury in one word.
Shit.
Shit, innit?
Fucking shit, man. Will you guys stick around here when you're older, or go somewhere else?
Got a bit of fucking dangy diva in my finger, mate.
What do you say to people who say this is a shithole?
I say you make it a shithole. What you think is what it's going to become. There's some really, really, really lovely people.
Now, there's nothing. There's nothing at all.
One thing that's worth noting here too is, despite the fact that it's so dilapidated,
The buildings and the structures themselves are just gorgeous. And it's a testament to what it used to be like here. But now,
man, it is rough. It's very reminiscent to us of like a Youngstown, Ohio, or some really beat up areas of the Rust Belt in the US. And at one point, people come from all over this part of England to go shopping in this market. Not so much today.
The market here, once the region's largest, now looks like a bazaar.
It's like I said, this town used to be like the #1 market town in the whole of like the UK.
When you got to walk on the market, it's full of fucking packies. All shops, all stalls are full of packies.
Oh, either way.
£6.50 please. Yeah.
If we do adjust on this table here, so the turn up and make smaller, but that's about as small as it goes. How you go smaller than that?
Some residents celebrate Dewsbury's diversity.
Obviously, it's a very multicultural town. Do you view that as an asset or a liability?
Oh, it's definitely an asset. Yeah. We have close relationships with Muslim brothers and sisters. We're all in this together. We must recognise our common humanity.
Others disagree and say diversity has gone too far.
Yeah, it's like I truly do believe that the white race is slowly declining. Like that is a belief of mine, but I think that's more because we're just so tolerant.
Yet the English side of town has undeniably declined. Savile Town, on the other hand, the Muslim area separated by a river from the town center, is thriving. Savile Town is home to the European headquarters of Tablighi Jamaat, a huge conservative Muslim organization. That's brought tons of families and small businesses here, turning it into a prosperous town.
You could live anywhere. Where would you live?
Here.
Here?
Here. I wouldn't change it.
Savile Town is clearly thriving, yet there's a dark side to it as well.
But it's now believed the teenager has become Britain's youngest ever suicide bomber.
Dewsbury is where the youngest ever British suicide bomber came from. It was also the home of the ringleader of the 7/7 attack, which killed 52 people on London's public transport in 2005.
The ringleader just happened to live across the road from me. Came the breaking point, the point of no return really. At that point you realise they live amongst us.
Jason is a Dewsbury native who moved away, something he said every English person in the town wants to do.
I know nobody that's non-Muslim who lives in Dewsbury who doesn't want to leave.
Jason brought us together with his friend, Ali, a Muslim member of the town council.
And on the other hand, I absolutely love it here. And I would not love it as much if Jason wasn't here.
In certain parts of Savile Town, he should be wary filming because he will definitely get questioned.
If somebody who's different walks through a community, yes, of course, you're going to get the looks. Stop.
Together, we set off for Savile Town to see whether it was actually the so-called no-go zone that some people said.
Right, so as we come up to these traffic lights here, there was my local pub. It's not there anymore. Do you know why it's not there anymore, Ali?
Why is it not there anymore?
Because some Asians bought it and then just like burnt it down.
But why did white folk who drink, why are they not buying
He's not
pubs?
denying it.
Why are they not buying pubs? Why are they allowing pubs to be sold and closed down?
What's this huge building at the end?
This is the mosque.
This is the center
when
of
it
the
was
Jamaat
built,
for
the
Europe.
largest in Europe, but I believe there's a bigger one now. You're in danger of being radicalised.
Oh,
the closer you get to this mosque, you're in more danger of being radicalised.
You need to put your tin hats on.
Now, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button. One of the reasons we started Roca News was because in the US, we saw how out of touch the media was. They were absolutely shocked each time Trump won. We, on the other hand, saw it. It was obvious, and we understood why. That's one of the reasons we started this channel, and if you've been watching it, you know we predicted all the swing states last fall. So please hit that subscribe button if you want to know more about what's happening around the world on the ground.
Oh, let's go in. Look, let's not really push it, but let's go see him. Come on. अच्छा ये अमेरिका से जर्नलिस्ट आए हुए हैं देख रहे हैं ड्यूसबरी के बारे में इन्होंने सुना हुआ है
Speaks the foreign language, so it don't.
No, this is going to get translated. इन्होंने सुना है कि multiculturalism ड्यूसबरी में इंग्लैंड में फेल हो गई है ये हमारा दोस्त है जेसन बाटले इस इलाके ना इस इलाके का है जेसन साहब ने कहा है आप जाओ सावल टाउन में जाओ आप जिसने कैमरा उठाया होगा उसको जो है ना कहेंगे आप क्यों कैमरे से हमको इस तरीके से देख रहे हैं मैंने कहा मेरे साथ चलो हम जाएंगे सावल टाउन में जेसन साहब ने कहा हम जाएंगे मरकज़ के बाद मैंने कहा फीस भी ले ला आओ मरकज़ के बाद फिल्मिंग करो
Photography is prohibited.
Yeah, I know. But
let's talk to the guy.
What we're going to do is we're going to go down Savile Town because Jason reckons there's other no-more go areas as well, isn't it? Right? So now that my brother's got the context of why we're here...
You have to get permission.
No, and he's going to get permission. We're going to get you
permission. Why do you need permission?
It's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I'm just a person.
I know. But do me a favor.
It says it's prohibited.
But let him know. Kiss wajah se aaye hain.
Who can give the permission? I'm calling him.
Please. Baijan, please listen to me. You know, when it comes to PR, I think I'm doing a better job than you. We're not going inside. I says to you, we'll go to the car park. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys to talk about it. You know, जब PR की बात होती है ना, मैं PR कर चुका हूँ. ठीक है ना, please. आप भाई से बात करें. मुझे सावल टाउन को लेने जाने दें. वहाँ से वो देख लेंगे. Right, let's take you to Savile Town now. We've never met.
Careful.
Carry on recording. Would you say Savile Town is one of the nicest, safest places in Dewsbury?
Yeah. I said that when we were in the pub.
He's been in the pub.
Yeah.
Would you say multiculturalism is a problem here?
No, I don't think so. It's because there is no more. There's only one culture.
No. I tell you, you'll find the nicest people in Savile Town. It's nice. People come to work here and they love it here.
How long have you been here?
I was born here.
People say it's a no-go zone.
No, it isn't.
Why do you think they say that? Why do
I think it's people's perception. That's
where's the litter? Where's the Asbo behaviour? You know, I don't know. Houses.
Ali, are there any points that you would concede about? Okay, at the most basic level.
Yeah.
People who say, well, you know, conservative Muslim immigrants don't share the same socially liberal values as.
Of course.
You know, right?
The end result is we're economic migrants who are conservative Muslim. Even if you're a liberal Muslim, you're still conservative in relation to the eyes of anybody who is liberal. Doing our damned best to try and maintain our culture, our conservatism. Assalamu alaikum. We want to try and protect what's ours in the way of our children, because otherwise, look, the second generation would not be here, would be back home.
Do you think we speak to this woman down here, or do you think someone like that doesn't want to be on camera?
You guys can. Out of respect, I can't, being a young Asian male, and that's somebody who's not either my sister or my...
Young Asian male?
Come on, man. I'm not that old. So given the fact that she's doing purdah, which is, you know, not showing her face into the public, for me to then go and approach her would be the wrong thing to do. Why am I proactively knowing that somebody is, you know, doesn't want to be seen? Why am I actually asked that? Because then it would be me being a deviant, pushing for somebody when they want to keep their privacy. Why would I want to do that? But when I said you guys can, because it's knowledge that you need and you're able to ask that question. Because I have the knowledge, why would I push that boundary? You made a mistake, Jason, picking Savile Town.
I didn't pick I simply said, if you photograph outside the mosque, you'll get questioned. And what happened?
Look.
And what happened?
Of course
we photographed outside the mosque and we got questioned.
Of course you're going to get questioned. Why?
Shall we go to a church?
I'll tell you why.
And see if we get questioned.
Because the church are the most welcoming people in the world ever.
Goodness.
But I'm also saying that the Muslim community, if you put that camera away, we can go inside.
Exactly, but why should you have to do that?
Oh, come on, Jason. That's just silly. I'm the son of an immigrant. I was born in Pakistan. I was born in Kashmir. I'm here. I sat with you in a pub. How much more do you want me to assimilate? And the good thing here is, even without knowing, this is the first time Jason and I have actually met. We've spoken online, we've spoken in Messenger, but we know what we're both about. I need to bring Jason a bit over to my side. Jason can take me a bit over to his side, but he knows I'm already there anyway. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
If we're putting all the questions, putting everything out on the table, what about the grooming gangs?
No. I don't know why Jason's asking me to go quiet on that one. I'm going to address that head on. It's an issue that we have. It's an issue that the courts are dealing with. It's a stain. The families of the girls, the families, the victims themselves, and the families of the perpetrators are having to deal with a lot right now. And I don't know, maybe that requires a whole documentary on its own.
We actually just made that video examining the grooming gang capital of the UK. Subscribe to get the rest of our UK series and check that one out.
It's interesting that nobody has actually gone out and then tried to have, you know, them sort of conversations to understand how it's impacted everybody.
Mostly white girls, though.
Of course, 100%. I'm not denying that at all.
When you look at the number, and it is an astronomical amount of people which have actually been sentenced for it, and then you've got to look at the stats that only 10% of people get actually sentenced for rape on evidence. The actual number that's been sentenced, and then you look at that could only be 10%. And that's only 10% of those who've actually been charged. It's a big problem.
If you look at it statistically, the statistics state that white of a certain age, the number's far greater than it is with the Asian grooming gangs. It's how you package it, it's how everybody packages it. The minute we stop and look at the fact that rape is rape, a victim is a victim, and then we address that and deal with that collectively, and then deal with the causes and all of that, we're missing the issue. There's victims who are not getting spoken of because you tell me a single victim, and the victims are there, they're still being the victims because the headline news is Asian grooming gangs. Tell me a victim. Why can't we talk about the victims? How are we putting them right? That to me is the biggest crying shame.
Doesn't it?
It's not making news. Jason, you know it's not making news.
It's becoming almost ordinary that every week there'll be 30 photographs of, and the common denominator isn't the fact that the Muslims, the common denominator is that the Pakistanis, and for some reason it's just something they need to address. And the community
we would love to be able to address that if you let the community to come in and look at it in the way that I've just described it. Rape is rape, no matter who the perpetrator is. Then if you want me to address the rape where the perpetrators are from the Pakistani community or the Gujarati community, I will find the forums that I will sit in to have them conversations. The problem is it's just sound bites that are thrown out. Nobody is willing to really get into the depth of the problem.
Area, very peaceful, right? Now, why did all the white people move out? All of them.
This here is some of the most expensive real estate in Dewsbury.
Oh yeah, because if you've got to pray 5 times a day, you don't want to walk too far, do you?
Yeah. So this here is some of the most expensive real estate, but at the time, it wasn't expensive. So.
Take your camera down and I'll give you some sound bites. How about that?
Oh, it sounds enticing.
But you've got to take your camera down though, because
was entirely unwitting.
We came over to
Have a
hear
lovely,
your sound bites.
lovely,
But what I
afternoon.
objected to
No,
was the
and
talking
you're right,
Asian.
and you were right too, because it wasn't meant in that way. But it's not about what I meant; it's what you felt. And if you felt hurt or wronged, I unreservedly apologise, because that's not my intention. Never has been, never will be.
Wait, sir, what did you say? What did I didn't even
Yeah,
say.
I'm a little bit confused.
No, it was just something he was
calling
saying
somebody
about,
a token Asian when I'm an Asian anyway,
you
and
know,
especially when I've spoken so
what's your
highly.
name? Forgive me. You're
when I've spoken so highly of him
did you
as well.
say?
Sorry, again, we've had the conversation. With
All
him,
right,
so
brilliant. You
is
take
that
care.
okay?
Have a lovely day.
Calling somebody a token Asian is trying to say that you're trying to do something that's white community orientated, and you come into a brown community and you brought a token Asian with you. Again, do I speak for everybody here? Neither does he. So that was very wrong of him to say something like that, and I actually am offended by it. I'm actually rather hurt by it. He's
token Asian.
like you know, like when you have a film and there's a token whatever guy.
Yeah. Oh, you have a group of friends and you have to have one just to show you're not racist.
Yeah. That was just
Ali.
That was really, really. Offence is given and offence is taken. Because I have taken offence to that. It comes from anywhere and everywhere. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking brown guy walks out of there offended. Just from the back of.
Yeah,
you know, and what did I say to you earlier on? I haven't been subjected to any racism in my life, and I genuinely kind of say that because where somebody would make a passing comment as such, generally speaking, I'm really friendly with people. I wouldn't take it as offensive. That kind of was a racist comment that I've just come across. So.
Thank you so much.
Max,
It's unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that.
I'll see you online.
Kicked out of. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
See you, Ali.
All right, Jason. Here we are.
Wow, what an experience. But I did say you will get questioned if you're filming, and we got questioned twice. We only filmed 4 people. That's a 50% hit rate. And it wasn't even busy. Dare say that if you did try to push it, if you were pushy documentary makers, you could get in a lot of trouble down there. I've no problem with Savile Town. It's just, the point is, if it's such a great place, why did everybody leave?
Spending time there, it struck me that the English side of town, its decay, its poverty, its drugs, is emblematic of what conservative Britons are angry about, while the Muslim side, with its businesses, families, and community, has much of what they want. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe if you liked it. This was part 3 of our Why England is Going Right series. In part 4, we go to the country's most right-wing district. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next.